told me about my first guardian angel was Oshun. Oshun is a goddess or a god of love, god of affection, um, having to do with copper, the river of copper. That's how he described it. And that's where I get a lot of my maybe feminine affection or whatever, being a Virgo, being the virgin, whatever, just I've learned so much about astrology lately. It's just constantly watching tarot videos to help me kind of like either a little nudge here or a little deep breath there, and it helps. I mean, once it starts to get like near obsessive, like I have to shut it down. I allow to slap myself in the face just to shut it down, because I'm not over her. I'm not over the woman I lost. I've tried to move forward and push myself. I felt disgusting. But after going through some recent things, I've met somebody new, and there's something special there. And after I was able to adjust some things that were attacking me, I don't feel disgusting anymore. I felt happy being able to share my smile with somebody finally. Even though it wasn't who I wanted to be with, it was still special. So I learned about Oshun. Oshun gives me that protection, that love, that deep core, abundant joy, and being able to share love and being able to be there for a family, which I've been a part of several families and raised many children that I didn't produce. And majority of them called me dad. And my ex fiance's kids would call me dad sometimes, but I don't get to see them anymore. I'm thankful for Oshun. It's a huge part of me, and smiles get me going. And then when Oshun acknowledged that it was my guardian angel, his chain pendulum started to rotate, and I wasn't prepared for it. And then when it happened, my hairs on my arms and goosebumps all over, and I'm just like, oh shit. So I immediately say a Hail Mary and Our Father to myself, going, oh well. There was a cardboard box with some animal crates, and it was underneath the kitchen table where we were sitting, and I heard some birds that were flapping around in there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? They were pigeons, black feathered pigeons. I kept on looking down there, and the shaman was telling me, it's okay, Mike, it's okay. And he's going down the list, and he was telling me how he's asking for the Holy Spirit's permission, and then he calls upon Orula, which is a name for Jesus Christ, and for his blessing, permission, and guidance. And then we found out that Oshun, and he goes down the list a little bit more, and then he hits Oya. And he started to just get like, oh shit, you have Oya? And I'm like, and now I'm vibrating. Now I'm vibrating. I'm like, okay, what's going on with Oya? And Oya, he says to me, Oya is like the secretary of God. You might get through the gates, But if you screw up, you don't cross all your, you cross your T's and dot your I's. Basically, when Saint Michael calls in his number one badass, so yeah, and oh yeah, is the wielder of the wind, thunder, and fire. These are reasons at times in my life where I've gotten into fights and I didn't see anything. I don't remember. I don't see myself reacting. All I know is that somebody hurt a woman, or somebody is threatening a woman, or somebody is threatening an underdog, or somebody is defenseless and getting attacked, and I just can't stop myself. Well, there's been times where I've squared up against somebody one-on-one, and I hurt them. I tried to talk my way out of it. But, there's no way around it, and just usually it's just one punch, and I don't even see it happen. There's been times where me and a group of friends, I used to drive a limousine in San Francisco, and next thing you know, one of my friends starts popping off the wrong person. Next thing you know, fucking guns being waved around, and I walk up going, "Hey guys, what's going on now?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" So I immediately go up to everything slow and just defuse and defuse, and I'm looking at the guy going, "Okay." Why would I fucking get all my guys back, but I'll put myself in front of somebody willing to fucking brandish a fucking firearm right in front of a nightclub or whatever, and I'm like, I'm in control of these motherfuckers. I'll get them out of here. If you're gonna kill somebody, hopefully you hit your target. I remember growing up in Cazadero and never being afraid of the floods, never being afraid of natural disasters. And there's been several times where it's like, whoa, how the fuck did we make it out of here? That tree fell on us over here, but we're out from under it and we're all safe. That should have killed us. Or this should have happened, or this should have happened, or fuck, me and some country boys are fucking going down a hill and we fucking kind of this one steep part and dump shit up there, fucking loses his footing, slides down. But if he keeps going that direction, he's gonna die. Well, me all of a sudden, I don't even realize I'm doing it. Hop, skipping and fucking grab onto here and whoof, grab him all of a sudden and pull his ass in. Jake Parmeter, you're alive because of me. I've been through some shit. I've squared off with evil before. I've had to have it driven out of my house. Now I know that when my grandmother Virginia was the one that was standing in front of me, and I was forced to sit in this recliner chair, and there was this evil entity in the corner of the room, followed me home from wherever I was hanging out earlier. And I didn't know what I was seeing when I saw two brighter shadows go towards it from each side. And as soon as they got closer, and this thing just is shaking, and fucking these things just went like lunged at it, grabbed it, and you hear it, and they just ripped it the fuck out of the house. Well, that was Oshun and Oya, and I am grateful. Even this one medium, she told me, you have 3 glowing orbs that are just dancing around you. Oh yeah? What are you having to drink? Bartender days. Well, it's Gamma, Oshun and Oya. So we start this off by we call upon all 3 of them for help after we ask for the permission from the Holy Spirit and Orula, Son of God, Jesus, Oshun, Oya, and gamma. I went to a crystal shop the other week. There was this display case that rotated with all these, just with their own pendulums just dangling right there. I started to rotate this thing slow, real slow, just like, and I put my left hand underneath. It was weird because when I was with the shaman, he started tripping off my energy and how I was reacting to everything. And oh yeah, it was my guardian angel, and he's just like, whoa, he's like, there's something up with you. You got some serious power here. And he told me about his left hand and how he had some experiences with it. And I showed him mine, and I showed him how in an accident with my brother Sonny that passed away, that my lifeline was extended. And he puts up his hand, and I see that the lines in his hand are just like mine, except without the extension on the lifeline. He told me a story, and his story was pretty trippy, but that's his story. And I've had some weird things happen with his hand. Some weird things happen with his hand over the last years. But we got to the point where the answers from the pendulum, well, hold on, I got to go back to the story of the rotating with the, so basically I put my left hand underneath this thing, and first couple of pendulums I didn't really care for. It must have been because of the color, it just wasn't me or whatever. But they still moved a little bit, and like, I'm moving it slow, but I'm moving it slow enough to where nothing's really rocking or whatever. Like, it's just, like a little carousel with everything just dangling, like whatever. But when I started putting my hand underneath it, and these things would like picking up on my vibration, and these things were just started moving. Like just, and like, next thing you know, I get to this bad boy, and this sucker just starts. Got my answer. I've been getting my answers lately. I am so grateful. I have ascended up to the first level on this ladder. I got a long way to go. But as of now, I'm not just some shithead with an ego. With great power comes great responsibility. And I want the responsibility. I want to help people. I want to help people out of love. Not this dark shit that I've had to deal with. And